Nice. There we go. We got it. Hey, Brian VR, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Bit of a last minute thing. Nice. Yo, Samson, how's it going, man? Oh, you just at work, dude? Cracking a beer? Nah, man, an energy drink. I've been so busy today. I kind of forgot to do anything with this, you know? It's like a bit of a last minute, like, oh, dude. I'm not really sure what to expect, to be honest. Oh, the music stopped. Oh, no, it hasn't. It started again. Yo, Q Creator, Briggity Bam. How you doing, man? How are you guys? Dude. GT, that guy. Mate, when you said that, when you said you hadn't, fucking hell, it's loud in these headphones. Sorry, when you said earlier that you hadn't seen, like, that review was the worst review you'd ever seen, dude, I was like, you gotta see this game on Switch. I've never seen anything like that. Like, that is amazing. Kind of makes me jealous about the stuff I review, you know? GT, how's it going? Meppa? Radio Run? Hello, everyone. What are we expecting? Ray Holder, it is a surprise stream, dude, but it's being recorded as well. So I'm going to use it make it into a video if there's anything that we think is good enough. Well, I'm looking forward to this. There we go.
Hey, I'm Brian from PSVR Without Parole.
Oh, it's Brian.
Welcome back to another Perp Games VR showcase. Perp's been hard at work, committed to bringing the best experiences to PSVR2, and today we're going to show you what they've been working on.
Oh, is it all PSVR2?
You want to see, plus giveaways at the end, so make sure you stick around. First up, we're starting with something at the core of Perp Games, and that's all things horror. So sit back, try to relax, and take a look at these hair-raising titles, all coming to PlayStation VR 2.
Yeah, it started at
hey kids,
6.
It's Mort Grizzly's Happy Funland!
You had never heard of Happy Funland Theme Park,
This theme park you're breaking into here was built by a guy named Mort Grizzly.
or its tragic tale.
You ever heard anything about Mort Grizzly or Randy Roden? Or about that terrible tragedy that closed this whole place down?
When you agreed to meet a total stranger named Larry
Yeah, so, I'm Larry. Thanks for answering my
Meet a
ad.
total
in the
stranger
middle of a South Florida
named
swamp.
Larry.
Perhaps if you had known of the grisly events that happened there, you wouldn't have agreed to the job.
South Florida's happiest and funnest theme park!
Hey, I'm Rob, creator of Happy Funland, an upcoming VR horror game about exploring an abandoned theme park.
Where fun conquers boredom and fantasy banquets.
It looks pretty creepy, dude.
Should just said where fun comes to die, be more like it.
In the game, you've agreed to meet a stranger named Larry
So come on, hop on the boat, we can get started.
to explore the remains of Mort Grizzly's Happy Funland, built in the late 1960s by the firearms, alcohol, and tobacco kingpin, and closed soon after his death.
You know, there's a rumor he's cryogenically frozen here somewhere in the park.
Once making it inside, you'll discover more of the park's dark history and even ride many of its former attractions, such as Feral Squirrel's Nutty Excursion. It's a happy little grizzly world. Pirate boat ride Marauders of the Tropic Isles.
Have they said this is new games?
Grizzly Manor.
Have they said it's new games, like unannounced games? Or is it like a recap?
Happy Funland will be releasing later this year on Steam VR.
Cool,
We're
that
excited
combat
to
looks a
partner
bit
with
ropey.
Perp Games to bring Happy Funland to PlayStation VR2 with both digital and physical releases.
It does look good, but that combat. What's he doing to that stick?
All coming later this year.
It does look creepy. Rock music. D-Rail, how's it going? He looks like he made the game. He did, mate, yeah. Pre-alpha development on Steam VR. So these guys have made it in Steam and are bringing it to PSVR 2? Or is this are they advertising it as a Steam game? This looks really early, yeah, pre-alpha, yeah. What did you guys think of that? I didn't see what happened apart from pressing a
Explore an
button.
abandoned theme park in the darkly comedic VR horror experience, Happy Funland, where there are no lines, no waiting, and no escape, which is the first horror experience Perp Games is launching later this year on PSVR2. Numata VR is a survival and psychological horror game that's sure to have you sweating. Play as a detective on the case of the missing tenants as you try to reconstruct your fragmented memories.
Hey, pilot, how's it
Just
going,
be
man?
careful, or you could succumb to the horrors that lurk in the shadows. Numata VR will be raising your heart rate this Halloween season on PlayStation VR 2.
He got taken over. He got rewound. He didn't like it. Aye, aye. What's going on? Sorry, I blocked the word. It says gameplay reveal there, but I'm looking forward to the Switchback update, dude. Madison VR, very excited to check that
Putting the
out.
scientifically scariest horror game into VR only makes sense. Physically use your Polaroid camera to bridge the gap between the human world and the beyond.
I've never played it
With
flat.
enhanced visuals, let's just say that Blue Knees is scarier than ever. You can catch the first ever gameplay reveal for Madison VR on August 21st. So follow Perp Games to stay updated. Next up, some sports titles. Whether you serve an ace or 360 flip a 12-stair, Perp Games has you covered. So let's ask some pro skaters what they thought of VR Skater, which is launching on PlayStation VR 2 next week on July 21st.
Oh, I think Mike from the VR Oasis gave him this idea to do this kind of idea for a campaign.
I'm Miko Pala. I am Jeremy Griffin. I'm Joshua Mason, and I skate for a living.
He's coming soon, dude, as far as I know.
Yeah, no, it was a really fun experience. Like, that was my first time actually trying VR, and I've always wanted to try, so it was definitely pretty trippy. It's like how realistic it was. Like, I literally did actually feel like you were like pushing on a skateboard, playing it for like 5-10 minutes. You kind of get the hang of it, like learn how to like do the flips and grinds or whatever. But yeah, 100%, it was a fun game, but I was really hyped for it. Was excited to play it. Yeah, absolutely amazing. I've been loving it. It's a really, really cool experience. I like how it was there. Like, I played a few VRs, you know what I mean, but nothing like extreme sports. So it was really, really big, like a good bit. All the possibilities. So I think you can do like late flips on the like grabs, like hey, you can feed your boards. Absolutely, it was amazing. Yeah, as soon as I
They're
stepped
amazed.
into the world, I needed to step on that stage.
Where's Tony Hawk?
Super
Chilling.
realistic. specific selections.
It's proper old now, isn't he?
I will just want to play it more.
They said all the right things. Sweet. Is anyone getting that? You excited for that
The
one?
pros love it, and I'm sure you will too. With intuitive controls and a kick-ass soundtrack, you can kickflip into VR Skater on PlayStation VR2 July 21st, with a special physical release coming September 1st. We also haven't forgotten about PCVR. The team is hard at work, so you can expect the game to release out of early access soon. And now, how about some tennis?
Yeah, same Bam. Yeah, there was a lot to learn and it wasn't there. I remember that. Oh, Brian, how's it going? Oh. Yeah, I'm not really feeling some of these, unfortunately. We've had so many of these games, though, haven't they? And I don't really hear anyone ever get really excited about them, but... I think the only tennis game I really loved outside of, like, ones that aren't real, like Mario Tennis and Wii Tennis and stuff, was Virtual Tennis on Dreamcast. That was so cool. I would love that. I'd love if Virtual Tennis came to VR. That'd be sick. We got C Smash. So it's not out of the realms of possibility. Crowd as a placeholder. Alex, I'm surprised you had to write sarcasm. And live open mic, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit like that. I wanted to see more of Madison, but for me personally, I've played VR Skater. Oh, check it out on PSVR2 though, because I'm hoping there's some really cool haptics and stuff. Crowd as a placeholder. This is one for the tennis fans, you know? They don't think it's too long.
Tennis on Court's not only a video game, it's real tennis, thanks to the experience of Decathlon, who've worked every day on the design of tennis equipment used by top players around the world. You can slice and drop shot to feel like a real tennis player, with full avatar
Still doesn't
customization,
convince me.
training modes, and even online singles and doubles matches. Tennis on Court is serving its way to PlayStation VR 2 late this summer. And now, a PSVR fan favorite reimagined for next gen. Take a look at Wanderer, Fragments of Fate.
Hi,
What?
I'm Ben.
Oh, here's the boys.
And we're the lead designers here at Mighty Ice.
This game I am very
We know a lot
excited
of you
for.
have been waiting a little while now, so we're super excited to share what we've planned.
Wanderer is a VR time travel adventure series where you step back in time to rewrite the events of the past to reshape the
Why have they not
future.
got any mics on?
We want to introduce Wanderer, the Fragments of Fate, a remake of the original award-winning game Wanderer for the next generation of VR.
We're excited to share that Wanderer, the Fragments of Fate, is going to launch on PlayStation VR 2, MetaQuest, Pico, and more to be announced soon.
So let's dive in and see what's new.
We've developed a state-of-the-art full-body avatar system using Epic's MetaHuman technology. A dynamically responsive avatar, as well as eye tracking, create an
Have we seen
experience
this?
designed to give players more presence than ever before.
I feel like we've seen
This
this already.
feature is vital to understanding who you become and where and when you are, as players find themselves in the shoes of a mix of characters in time. It will allow you to fully embody the diverse and eclectic cast.
I can't wait to play this again, though, to be fair.
Alongside this, we're excited to introduce our new physics-driven platforming and interaction systems. These give players the ability to explore and interact with our worlds in new and creative ways.
Players can now swim, jump, crouch, climb,
Nice.
zip line, and swing their way through Wanderer in a true adventure style. And the next generation physics interactions create a more lifelike and believable world. Advanced haptics allow players to truly feel these interactions and the world around them.
This is a special game.
Within Wanderer, the Fragments of Fate, players can venture into 3 exciting new levels, giving plenty of opportunity for exploration of expansive and rich environments. The art team have been hard at work, giving the worlds within Wanderer a stunning makeover, with more detail and richer
Damn, bro,
light
look at that.
elevating the visuals to new heights.
And Samuel, your trusty companion, has had his fair share of
He's
upgrades
cool.
too. A new UI and storage system, and a highly requested new feature, codenamed Echo Diviner, allows you to recover lost items through time. Samuel also has a whole new time travel upgrade, but more on that.
That was to stop the bugs.
Our teams have also been busy completely overhauling our NPC and combat systems. NPCs are now more grounded, better
Dude.
looking, and more reactive to the
It looks
player.
amazing.
Our new and improved combat system has been designed around a whole new set of weapons and ammo. This allows players to be more creative with how they solve the various combat situations they encounter through time.
As you can see, this is more than just a visual upgrade. This is Wanderer reimagined. Wanderer, the Fragments of Fate, is how we see the future of adventure in VR.
We've incorporated so many more features we can't wait to share with you. We hope you're as excited as we all are.
We're excited. We're excited for you. Michelle, hey. Is it not a free upgrade on PC?
Mighty Eyes to publish the physical version.
Funky
of the
Sloth,
remake
how's it
of the
going?
Award-winning Wanderer. Wanderer Fragments of Fate introduces
The Ultimate
exciting new
Snake, good to
features
see
and gameplay into the reimagined time-traveling adventure. Swim, zipline, jump, or swing your way through time and be more immersed than ever using the PSVR2's haptic technology. This is a must-play for PSVR2 owners, if we do say so ourselves. Wanderer Fragments of Fate is coming early 2024 to PSVR2.
Oh,
And after
such a long
something
way
very
away.
exciting. I've been sitting on this, dying to tell people, and now I finally can. Vertigo 2, one of the best recent VR experiences, is officially coming to PSVR2. Check it out.
Hi,
I thought
my
we
name is
knew that.
Zach. This March, I released Vertigo 2 to critical acclaim. Today, I'm excited to announce Vertigo 2 will be coming to the PlayStation VR 2.
Good man, Zach.
Vertigo
He needs
2
to do
is
it.
an immersive single-player FPS with a focus on story.
I don't think you made a lot of money,
and
dude.
Tactile VR gameplay.
On Steam.
Explore a vast underground facility with a case of loose inter-universal aliens. The twist is that you're an alien here as well. On your journey, you'll have to make some strange friends and have to defeat some
It'd be great if you
terrifying
brought the
enemies
first one as
as you
well.
try to find a way home.
'Cause that's a
And
good
if the
game.
campaign leaves you wanting more, I've got a very special update in the works. An in-VR level editor lets you create your own adventures and share them with the world. Build on top of an iconic environment from the game, or create your own world. from
Yeah,
scratch.
Zach needs it,
Basic
man.
level scripting can be used to make puzzles, combat challenges, and more. On PC, you can even import custom textures, models, and sounds. But that's not all. 3 alternate playable characters will be unlocked after beating the game, each with unique abilities that change the game dramatically. Play as a levitating gremlin with magic attacks. Turn the game into a boomer shooter with old-school ammo pickups and accelerated movement. Or play as an advanced combat drone with a holographic HUD, minimap, and damage statistics. All of this will be included in a free update to the game later this year. It's my send-off to Vertigo 2, making it a game you'll truly be able to enjoy for years to come. Now, back to PlayStation VR 2. I've partnered with Perp Games, who have an impressive track record of PSVR 2 titles, to make this port happen. We're aiming for a digital and physical release later this year. Vertigo 2 is a labor of love for me, and I'm excited for more people to get to experience it. Thanks for watching, and head to zubo.com/vertigo2 for more information.
Zubolo.com.
I can't wait to jump into Vertigo 2 on PSVR 2. Not to mention, you'll be able to make your own experiences in the level editor or replay the campaign again with 3 different unlockable characters, which all change the feel of the game. This is a massive title for PSVR2 and another game to add to your wish list. Perp Games prides itself on keeping physical games alive, and as such, all the games shown here today will have a special physical release that you'll be able to buy right from the Perp Game Store, including the awesome action roguelike, The Light Brigade, which will be available from
I
September
loved the
8th.
first one,
That'll include 2
GCGC.
physical tarot cards.
I really did.
Right from the game, so don't miss out. Okay, before we go, it's time for a giveaway. To be in with a chance of winning a copy of any game shown on today's showcase, check out
I guess
Perp Games
Vertigo
on
was the
Instagram and Twitter.
exclusive.
There'll be 5 winners per platform, so make sure not to miss out. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know what you think of Perp's new announcements, and don't forget to add them to your wish list. Oh, and don't worry, we'll see you again with more surprises soon enough. I'm Brian from Without Parole,
Good
and
stuff.
this was the Perp Games VR Showcase. Goodbye.
So what do you guys think? How was it? I'm pretty glad I didn't stream it on the main channel. So I'm a little bit like, oh god, I always get a little bit too hyped for this stuff. I'm pleased for Vertigo though. Yeah, I wish you'd bring the first one. Like that was so cool. Why the hell was I giving IGN a view? Ah, thanks man. Thanks for being here, dude. Really appreciate that. And your boy Brian's there as well, so that's pretty cool. What was the point? Maybe some people aren't in the loop. Maybe there's some new users. It was very short, wasn't it, actually? It's 20 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, apart from Vertigo, there's nothing new for me to report on currently, which is a bit of a shame. But, yeah, it looks all right. Not bad. Not bad. Bit disappointed there was nothing else but PSVR2 stuff. I was thinking there was going to be other... I don't know what I was expecting. I'm sure there was someone said exclusive announcements, and I was like, oh, dude, better check that out. Maybe I missed something. Maybe not. Live open mic. I hate that tennis got the most time. Yeah, I probably won't. I don't know. I've been offered a few tennis games over the years, and there was one like on PSVR that used the Move controllers and what was the other thing? The navigation controller. I think that's the last one I ever played on PSVR, to be honest. Phasmophobia is in August. That is going to be fantastic, guys. That is going to be fantastic. And Aces of Thunder, I don't know. I'm still waiting for that. Like, that's another one that's really exciting. There's plenty of games coming. I'm not too hyped about a lot of these ones shown here, unfortunately. But there's definitely some really good games coming. And as you know, with Sony, they will drop more and more. But Wanderer, Vertigo 2 and Skate VR are probably the 3 out of this that I would pick as something that I'm hyped for. But I've already kind of, apart from Vertigo, I've kind of already talked about them before. So I guess Vertigo is the new one. That is the new one we need to be excited for. Parasite Green, how's it going? Have we seen that happy gameplay look smooth? It looks all right. I thought it looked a bit ropey, actually. Like the combat, I thought looked pretty poor, to be honest. But I mean, if it's early access at the moment, I didn't see the original. I didn't see the original announcement bit. But no, we won't be watching tennis again.
Hey, I'm Rob, creator of Happy Funland, an upcoming VR horror game.
That light he's got up to his
abandoned
face, dude. He's like, you know when you do a Halloween thing, it's got it upwards, like,
Reality. Should just say we're fun sons of God, be more like it.
In the game,
It's
you begin to
a-
meet
that
a
was
stranger
bar.
named Larry.
So come on, hop on the boat, we can get started.
To explore the remains of Mort Grizzly's Happy Funland, built in the late 1960s by the firearms, alcohol, and tobacco kingpin, and closed soon after his death.
You know, there's a rumor he's cryogenically frozen here somewhere in the park.
Once making it inside, you'll discover more of the park's dark history and even ride many of its former attractions, such as Pharaoh Squirrel's Nutty Excursion.
This could be
The
quite
Happy
fun.
Little Grizzly World. Pirate boat ride, Marauders of the Tropic.
Yeah, it's all about the stealth drops, man.
And the Haunted House
Funky
Dark
Sloth.
Ride,
Yeah, I think
Grizzly
I think you will see another AAA game,
No
dude.
lines, no waiting, no escape.
I do think that will happen.
Happy Funland will be releasing later this year on Steam VR.
You got to remember these
We're
games
excited
are
about
with
partnering
Perp to
Games
get
bring Happy
to get
Funland
publishing.
PlayStation VR2.
So,
and physical releases.
There's a lot of publishers out there. Do you know what I mean?
all coming later this year.
I just hope the combat improves. I didn't like the way I didn't like that bit when they started hitting things. I was a bit like, oh man, because I think combat's going to be a really big part of this.
Funland will be releasing later this year.
What was that?
Happy Funland will be releasing later this year on Steam VR,
Wait.
and we're excited to have partnered with Perp Games to bring Happy Funland to PlayStation VR2, both digital and physical.
I don't mean to be a dick, but yeah, you need some more of that, dude. But it looks good. I think it looks good. It could be fun. And as I said, I'm really looking forward to the Switchback one. That looks terrible, whatever that is. I'm not interested in that yet. That one. Madison didn't show us anything new. The Pro Skater people. Don't think we saw any new gameplay from that. I don't think they talked about haptics yet, but I heard there is going to be good haptics in it. But I'd love to be able to feel the skateboard when you grind and stuff. I think that'd be really cool. Tennis went on forever. I'm not interested in tennis. Wanderer looks... Even though I love Vertigo, I think Wanderer is still the game. Like, what out of all the games shown here,
And we're the
Wanderer is the game.
At Mighty Ice.
We know a lot of you have been waiting a little while now, so we're super excited to share what we've planned.
Wanderer is a VR time travel adventure series where you step back in time to rewrite the events of the past to reshape the future.
We want to introduce Wanderer, the Fragments of Fate, a remake of the
Yeah,
original
I can't wait for this.
award-winning game Wanderer for the next
Balls.
generation of VR.
We're excited to share that Wanderer, the Fragments
I want
of
to see
Fate
more games.
is
I want to see.
going launch
I don't want to see
on
more
PlayStation
games
VR
coming to
2,
PSVR 2. I know it
Metacritic,
sounds weird. I want to see
Vita,
more
and
good
more to
games.
be announced soon.
I'd rather
So
have
let's
less
start and
games
see what's new.
and a higher quality bar.
We've developed a state-of-the-art
That's what I
full-body
want,
avatar
personally.
system using Epic's metahuman technology. A dynamically responsive avatar.
Some of the games
as
at the
well as
moment
eye
are
tracking,
very
create an experience designed to give players more presence
old
than
VR
ever
feeling,
before.
you know.
This feature is vital to understanding.
And
who
there
you
are
become
games that are on
and
Steam
where
that no one
and
really
when
cares
you
about.
are.
And that's not to
As
say
players find themselves in the
they're not
shoes of a
that
mix
good
of
all the
characters
time.
and time.
But sometimes there is a
Will allow you
reason
to
that no one
fully
cares
embody
about them, you
the
know.
diverse and eclectic cast within the game.
I
Alongside
started
this, we're excited to introduce
24
our
minutes ago. It's already
physics-driven
finished though.
Platforming and interaction systems. These give players the ability to explore and interact with our worlds in new and creative ways.
Players can now swim, jump, crouch.
Yeah, visually I don't think there was anything new shown here. I think this is the trailer they've already shared. But still,
And the next generation
it's nice to hear the guys
physical
talking about it.
create a more lifelike and believable world. Advanced haptics allow players to truly feel these interactions and the world around them.
Within Wanderer, the Fragments of Fate, players can venture into 3
Yeah,
exciting
Madison
levels,
VR as well.
giving plenty of
Yeah,
opportunity
look forward to
for
that.
exploration of expansive and rich environments. The art team have been
The game
hard at
looked
work
great
bringing
as
the
well
worlds of
originally.
Wanderer
I know they're
a
using PlayStation
stunning
VR, which is a
makeover.
shame. Like
With more
PC
detail,
looks really
richer
good,
lighting,
but I'm still
elevating
assuming
the
this will look
visuals
better
to new heights.
than PC.
And Samuel, your trusty companion, has had his fair share of upgrades too.
I don't know if I said hello to you, Adrian. How you doing, man?
System and a highly requested new feature, codenamed Echo Diviner, allows you to recover lost items through time. Samuel,
Brand VR. I've been in VR for over 5 years now, and the same games are still boring. The same games are still being released.
Completely
I know
overhauling
what you're saying.
our NPC and combat systems. NPCs are now
Ballman says balls.
better looking and more
That's maybe all
reactive
he can
to the
say.
player.
Our new and improved combat system has
Shapeshifter,
been
how's it
designed with a
going?
new set of weapons and ammo.
Pete Neon,
This
Hyper
allows
Vertigo,
players to be more
nice.
creative with how they solve the various combat
Hello, Rezzle.
situations they
How you doing,
face
man?
through time.
As you can see, this is more than just a visual upgrade. This
I love his yellow
is
jacket.
Wanderer reimagined.
I haven't got a yellow jacket.
Wanderer, the Fragments of Fate is how we see the future of adventure in VR.
We've incorporated so many more features we can't wait to share with you.
Parasite,
We're
yes,
as
dude.
excited as we all are.
Resident Evil 7 will be fantastic. It's such a great game. I think people, like, they're so different games, aren't they? Resident Evil 8 and 7. One is a
Games
real,
Happy announced they'll be working with Mighty Eyes to publish.
one is a real, psychological horror game, and one is a real action game, and I think people miss out on that.
2 to critical acclaim. Today,
The
we
VR
decided to
grid was
announce
on there, look at
Vertigo
that.
2 will be coming to the PlayStation VR2. Vertigo 2 is an immersive single-player FPS with a focus on story, spectacle, and tactile VR gameplay. Explore a vast underground facility.
This is a
with
big
basic
deal, though.
loose interuniversal
Vertigo 2 is
aliens.
quite a big deal for
The twist
PSVR
is that
2.
you're an alien here as
I just
well.
don't know.
On your journey, you'll have to make some strange friends and have to defeat some
Now,
terrifying
hear me out
enemies
here for a second,
as you
right?
try to find-
Now, what I worry about, yeah, and this is about VR in general, is that what PSVR was all about, right, is bringing flat gamers into VR, right? So all of the new people who are here now from PSVR2 or whenever have come along, and you learn about these games through conversations. And because you're in VR now, you're in VR, so you're in there, you're looking around the room, you're looking at what's coming out, and you're like, oh, right, yeah, I've heard that's a good game. And you ask your friend, is that a good game? And that's how we learn about these games, like Vertigo 2, for example. But a lot of VR games are not known about outside of VR. So this, unfortunately, I don't think will get anyone excited outside of VR. And that's where PSVR 2 was, even before with PSVR, was the thing that got a lot of people in it, because games like Wipeout getting a VR port, like, you're like, oh damn, that's amazing. Like Wipeout, I love that game on PlayStation 1, 2, and 3. You know, things like that happen, and that means a lot. That's how we bring people in. Resident Evil 8, Gran Turismo, and that's the thing. So that's where I kind of worry that all of these games today are maybe Madison. I don't know how much of a following Madison's got, but these aren't the games that bring new people in. You know, these are the games to keep people happy who are already here. So that's the only reason I get a bit like, oh man, need some. Yeah, like Rezel said, yeah, we need more popular IPs, more brands that are already built. Because brands that are built in VR only mean something to people in VR. Half-Life, Alex, may be a VR game, but the Half-Life brand had been around for years before that. And the amount of people I met, they were like, at these game shows, they bought a Valve Index. Because a lot of PC gamers like have tried VR. And a lot of them bought a Valve Index, play Half-Life Alex, and sold it. Because they looked around, there's nothing else they wanted to play. And that is the damning part of it. That's like, But no, I thought Brian did a really good job of presenting it as always. I'm really glad Perp are doing what they're doing. I'm really pleased they're bringing Vertigo 2 to it. I've tweeted about it, but I'm probably not going to make a video on this particular showcase because there just wasn't really enough new stuff for me personally. Like, I knew about a lot of this stuff, and I feel like a lot of you guys knew about it too. So yeah. That's why they're hoping. Yeah, Call of the Mountain. Sorry. Yeah, even Horizon Call of the Mountain. Again, Horizon, a franchise where people are like, oh shit. And they've got such a big following on socials already. It really helps. It makes such a big difference. Yo, virtual strangers. I think these tiny studios should come together and make a 4 or 5 big game studio. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, you know, for example, Phasmophobia is a big one. Phasmophobia is a big one. I don't see many people talking about it, and maybe because they haven't played it. But Phasmophobia is a fantastic game and a fantastic VR game. In fact, playing it in VR, I don't know how, like, I've watched so many YouTubers scream their head off at a flat screen. I'm telling you now, that game in VR is fucking terrifying. Like, really terrifying. And I can't wait for that. Hooked Worm. Are there any pending VR focus showcases this year? I don't know. I know we've got MetaConnect. That normally is something more for headsets, and sometimes I think they talk about games coming with the headsets. But I wouldn't say it is a gaming thing, you know, like it's their chance to talk about social tech and stuff. But I'm sure like Quest 3 is a big part of their strategy and their plans. So I definitely will be streaming MetaConnect. I think it's really important, especially with, I still want to see more about Roblox. You know, I don't know if many people are talking about it, but they should be. It's a big deal. And I don't mean it's a big deal for everyone, but it is a big deal for VR. Brian, I think all these tiny studios should come together and make, yeah, I saw that, man, yeah. Where are we? Vertigo 2 interests me far more than Roblox or Among Us. Among Us is a fantastic game in VR to play, by the way. But yeah, Vertigo 2 is a good game. Vertigo remaster. I'm going to message Zach and ask him why the remaster isn't coming first. I know Vertigo 2 is the game, but Vertigo Remastered is still a fantastic game. Love open mic. See, that's my point. It's a fantastic game. You can already play from your couch. If they aim to convince people to drop $550 on a headset, that's not going to do it. Artplay will probably do one in winter. Yeah, cool. They do, don't they? Yeah, summer and winter. Alex Berwick. I thought Sony would go a lot harder with support for PSVR 2. It's been disappointing so far. I mean, I think they've got something up their sleeve. When we was looking last night, we started talking about that news of Sony getting that cash injection, and we was discussing it at Develop as well, and it doesn't really look like anything for VR. You know, it looks like AR, which means like, I don't know, it could be other headsets, it could be mobile phones, for example, but I don't think it looks like that money that, I can't remember the amount of money, it's a large amount of money, is going to be anything to do for PSVR 2 currently. So I don't know if anyone's reported on that, but they need to read right into it to understand what they're reporting on, because it's not about PSVR 2 money by the looks of it. If you look at the information, because I got really excited when I saw that announcement. I was like, what? Like a cash injection going towards like AR and their investments. And PSVR 2 is not an AR headset. It's not got a LiDAR. It's not got hand tracking. And it's black and white. As we know, that's not great really for MR. So yeah, I can't really see that happening too much. Even though I love it when you set up your Guardian, you see the slam tracking and you see that blue in there. I still think that looks really cool. I think PlayStation has another showcase. I hope so, dude. That'd be so cool. Boy Brown, is it going? No booth showcase. First for me. Well, to be fair, mate, it was over in 20 minutes. You know, by the time you let your, I don't know, whatever posh word it is for whatever you're drinking, get to room temperature, it was finished. Among Us is all stupid numbers. Yeah, they got a new level coming out as well soon. Looking forward to that. I hope that Blade and Sorcerer will come to PSVR 2. Dude, there's all sorts of games that are coming to PSVR 2. I really do think they are. We just don't know about them yet. One major issue with VR games right now is retention. There's only a small handful that you actually want to return and play over and over. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. Same for me. Same for me. Yeah, 2.1 billion invested. Yeah, if you look into the Virtual Strangers, it's R&D money for future spatial computing efforts. Yeah, so maybe it might be for PSVR 3 or something. But yeah, it doesn't look like anything for PSVR 2. But I hope they do start doing some marketing. But I hope they get some games to market. You know, they probably don't want to keep pushing Resident Evil 8 and Gran Turismo. I think everyone who wanted to see it has seen that now. So we need some more. Arcania, you did miss it, sir. You did miss it. I don't think you missed much personally, but go and check it out, man. We saw the same trailer we saw before of Wanderer. I think it's reimagined, isn't it, or something they've called it, which looks excellent. Got Vertigo 2 coming from PCVR to PSVR 2, which is great news. VR Skater, a lot of professional skaters, I couldn't understand what they said. That's coming next week, I think, end of next week. So yeah, that is, what else was there? Oh, there was a very, very long tennis game, and Happy Fun Land, which kind of looks sort of promising, but I'll definitely keep reserved for that one. Like I know sort of poor looking PCVR titles when I see them, and I'm not saying it looks poor, but it looks good. But I'm worried about the interactions and stuff. So yeah, depends what the price is as well. Also, we've got Arashi coming. Like, no one really talks about that, but Arashi was a cool game. Rezor, what I'd like to know is what would convince diehard gamers, like, say, Gamer Ranks, who consider VR a gimmick, to pull them into VR. As I was saying earlier, it would have to be brand names. It would have to be brand names, well-established games outside of VR, because the games that come out in VR are normally embraced only by VR fans. And that's the problem. There's not many head turners. And that's what kind of slows growth. You know, I don't even think Asgard's Wrath 2 is going to do Quest 3 that many favors at launch, to be honest. I don't think that's the launch title that headset should have had. I don't know what else is out there, but to me, going back to what I was saying about you need those external brands to bring people in to then find out about the other games. I don't think Asgard's Wrath 2 is the game. I really don't. But yeah, Adrian Parker caught it halfway through the 3-hour tennis clip. Yeah, I probably won't ever play tennis. That tennis game anyway. There's been a few. I'm not that interested. Parasite 82 green. I hope now that Microsoft is pretty much getting the ABK deal done, that Sony wake up and start bringing the exclusive powerhouses God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, Ratchet and Clank, Spider-Man to PSVR 2. A Spider-Man game on PSVR 2 would be fucking crazy. Where am I? There I am. That'd be crazy. Look at my nice still background. That's all right. I'm going to leave it like that. I didn't even know that was there. Live open mic. Roblox will do more for Quest than Asgard's Wrath 2 will. The other thing, and this is what I said to Meta while I was there, I was like, so how are you going to explain the first game? You know, and I can't actually tell you the answer, but I think there's going to be a cool way they do it. But still, getting people to buy the game in the first place, the fact that it's called Asgard's Wrath 2, I think is a bit of a mistake. It should have been like Asgard's Wrath something, and it could have been a sequel. But if you call it 2, that leaves people open to say, well, what happened to 1? Or where is Asgard's Wrath 1? And the guy's on PC, man. You're going to have to watch a YouTube catch-up video or something. I don't know. You guys are talking about GTA and Quest 3, and I'm so scared to go there. Same as I don't want to talk about that game anymore, and I don't want to talk about Half-Life Alyx on PSVR 2, because all it does, right? Even though Mark Zuckerberg did talk about GTA, that's the difference. It's not like Shuei Yoshida come on and went, Half-Life Alyx is coming, and then left everyone hanging. He did actually say it was coming, and it hasn't happened. And it's just made me think it's not going to happen. But yeah, I feel with Half-Life Alyx, like, it's given people, how can I put it? They're potentially disappointed for nothing. You know what I'm saying? If something's just made up and it never happens, people are then like, oh, we're not getting Half-Life Alyx. We're like, but you never were. So why are you talking about it? And that's where I am with Half-Life Alyx. I want that to happen though. Of course I want it to happen, but I don't want to go there. Do you know what I'm saying? But will San Andreas ever really appear? Nah. Hussein, how's it going? I've no idea. Yeah. Brand VR, I've been saying it for months. GTA is going to be cancelled. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm talking to the rest of the crew, the VR crew cast, about possibly streaming Star Trek tomorrow at some point. Probably be in the evening though, quite late, because I know Brad wants to try it. I don't know if he's played it before. I know Eric wants to try it. It could be really funny. Like, that game is amazing. So it could be very funny. But yeah, I don't think there's anything I'm going to take from this. Put it on the channel. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, be nice when Vertigo 2 actually does he say a release date on this? Let me go back
home. And if the campaign leaves you wanting more, I've got a very special update in the works. An in-VR level.
This is pretty cool. Not that I'd ever use it personally.
Share them with the world.
I would never use that.
An iconic environment from the game, or create your own world from scratch. Basic level scripting can be used to make puzzles, combat challenges, and more. On PC, you can even import custom textures, models, and sounds. But that's not all. 3 alternate playable characters will be unlocked after beating the game, each with unique abilities that change the game.
Does he say a release date?
Play as a levitating gremlin with magic attacks. Turn the game into a boomer shooter with old-school ammo pickups and accelerated.
It does look so cool.
Or play as an advanced combat drone with a holographic HUD, minimap, and damage.
If anyone could probably bring the PCVR version to PSVR 2,
it's that. Vertigo 2, making it a game you'll truly be able to enjoy for years to come. Now, back to PlayStation VR 2. I partnered with Perp Games, who have an impressive track record of PSVR 2 titles, to make this port happen. We're aiming for a digital and physical release later this year.
Later this year. Nice. That'd be cool if it comes out around Christmas. That'd be nice. I think, again, I'm not going to say it again. I really wish the first one was out, though. I think people would be really excited for that. But yeah, good stuff. GT, don't you dare show that bloody tennis clip again, mate. If you're asking for it, yeah, if you're asking for it, son, I know you want to see it. I know you want to see it. I think it looks amazing. I have never been more excited to play a game like this. I don't think you'll ever see me play this, to be honest. Unfortunately. What's coming up on your channel, GT? Any games you could talk about? This fucking music. Jesus. Oh. Just got an email about something, actually, that'll be next week, but I can't talk about that. No. And to be honest, no, not really. I mean, I'm pretty bad with my brain for remembering stuff because I've got so much going on, trying to just make a living, that I don't feel like I stop. So I sort of take each day as it comes. But things just turn up. You know, Monday you go to your email and there's so many emails, and sure enough, sometimes there's something pretty cool in there. Today, Adrian, why are you being like that? Enjoy. This looks good. It's been made by tennis experts. This might be the best tennis game. It might be. And I might then play it, because it might be the best one. I want Mario Tennis in VR, dude. Arcanian, take care, dude. What was I going to say? I don't know. I've lost my train of thought now. Watching tennis. God damn it. Oh, yeah. Played a Far Cry today in VR, man. That was interesting. But it was so cool to go back into one of my all-time favourite PC memories and experience it in VR. Like, I remember that game on this old PC, a compact Presario, I think I bought to play Half-Life 2 on. And like a lot of games that use the ATI Radeon 9800 XT, which was my graphics card, was Half-Life 2, Doom 3, and Far Cry, and one of the Unreal ones, I think, or something. I can't remember, but I remember buying the games that made the best use of the GPU. All right, I'll stop it. It's terrible, isn't it? And yeah, like going in there today was like, wow, I can't believe how good this game looks. I played it on flat before just to get the memories going, and it looked good, you know, it looked all right. But going in VR, I was like, this is actually really impressive. And I know it doesn't come across on a flat screen, but all I can do is try and get the word out for people to try it, you know. That's it's kind of what I like to do for the modding scene, because they're good guys. They're good guys. Live open mic. So I don't own a PSVR 2. I was broke AF when it came out, and nothing that's happened in the last 5 months convinced me to buy it. I'm begging Sony to give me a reason. Yeah. Ray Holder, no, I haven't, man. One for the weekend since the missus is away. I have got access, actually. I should try that. Have you guys played a game called The Singularity on Quest? I saw it on Steam. It got really good reviews. I didn't realise it was a full release on Quest. I'm going to give that a shot and see what that's like, because on Steam, it's fucking mental. Like, it is a mental mystery. Like, you go into people's memories when they're dead. So creepy, dude. But it was all like photogeometry kind of thing. Have you ever seen a 3D... Have you ever seen like a 3D scanned image in VR? You know, when like, if you saw someone, they kind of look... I don't know how to put it. They're in 3D, but whatever's behind them doesn't exist because they're in front of it, right? So it's like they're a lump or something. And yeah, seeing that in VR is so trippy. So I'm going to check that out on Quest, see what that's like. And yeah, I'll check out Amaze VR. Thank you for reminding me of that. I'd love to try that. And I think they're excellent experiences, Amaze VR. They're really cool. Really cool. I think they're going to be something to watch, you know, when they get like famous people in there. I think it's going to be really cool. Because I put Mrs. GT in there. Is it what is the first one they did? Oh, what's her name? Saint Stallion. Can't remember her name. But anyway, I put Mrs. GT in there, and she felt like she was in the room with her. Like, and she said it felt a bit too personal because the camera brings you right up to the lady. And yeah, she was like, wow, that's insane. I'd freaking love a full Ace Combat 8 in VR. Dude, Ace Combat on PSVR is superb. Graphically, it's superb. It's actually the headset that lets it down because of the resolution. But like, if you can get past that, Mega 3 Stallion, that's it. If you can get past that, and you see all like the water and condensation on the glass of the aeroplane and stuff. Oh man, that was amazing. That was really good. But it was only like a demo, really, a vertical slice. It wasn't even a game, and they expected. Well, no, they didn't expect it, but I guess we won it. I guess we bought it for that, and it was disappointing. That's how hardcore some of us are for VR. You know, you'll buy a whole game just to play half an hour of VR, just to experience it in VR. That's what that was like. Yeah, Adrian Parker brings up Skyrim. A lot of people want Skyrim in VR, dude. They really do. Do you know someone is porting or modding Skyrim so you can play Dark Souls in there? Like, he's slowly porting the whole game over to Skyrim. If you want to see it, check it out on IGN. It's pretty crazy. It kind of made me wonder if I could play that in VR. I'm not sure. Rezel says, dude, by the way, Rezel, thank you ever so much for what you did yesterday. I've thought about it like 3 times today. Like, you are so supportive of me and the stuff I do. So I really appreciate it. Thank you. But yes, you say, dude, Ace Combat 7 was a fire. I love it so much, but it was only 3 missions. True. Ace Combat gets VR with Prey Dog mod. Oh, does it? There's an Ace Combat clone coming to PSVR2. Forgot the name for a sec. Oh yeah, Ace Combat or something, isn't it? Yeah. Do you know what? I've got a video on the channel, guys. If you haven't seen it, and I know some of you haven't, maybe, like I've done War Thunder in VR, and the planes, and they're the ones making whatever the game is, the Ace Combat one or something. Ace Combat, Ace Thunder. It was something. Someone named it earlier. The fucking planes are insanely detailed. Like, I got in that game, and it's like a free VR version. And I sat in the plane, I was like, wow, this is insane. All I can say is, dude, like, if you guys, like, somehow can afford a PC, I don't know, though. I mean, where's PCVR going now? Where is PCVR going? GT, have you heard any news on Firewall? I haven't heard any news on Firewall, mate. None at all. Last I knew, obviously, like you guys, they gave press access. They all said it was amazing, as they probably would, because it's not a review. And then we heard that it didn't have manual reloading. And I'm very proud to say that my channel was the one that Hess Barber reacted to and said that he was going to do something about it. And then they said they were going to do the hard mode, weren't they? Like the hardcore mode, and bring manual reloading in. So that's awesome. Like, the guys are listening, you know, and they want to do something about it, which is so cool. So yeah, felt pretty proud of that the little channel got that, you know, my little, I guess it was a little rant video, wasn't it? But yeah, very lucky that it got saw by the right people. And he obviously went through the comments as well, you know, that it wasn't just me. As I say on every video, you know, when I do a review, like, if you play the game, leave your review on there, you know, let people know what you think. And yeah, I think with the reloading, like, he saw it. He saw that everyone was kind of like, I would, you know, a number of people want to. And I said in my video, I would like to play it as it is, though. I would still like to play it with a 1-button reload, just to see whether the gameplay is that brilliant that I don't even care about reloading. You know, but the problem is, when you've got an aim controller, it made sense that reloading didn't matter because it was like an arcadey game. You know, I'm not saying it didn't have depth. I'm saying the way it played, you know, it played like an arcade shooter. But when you've got 2 controllers in your hand and you've played something like Pavlov, and if you're on other systems, you played something like Contractors, it's tough to push that you just want to do a 1-button reload. Oni K's, how's it going? Oh, for some reason I thought they were going to do it. No, I think the game they're bringing, Aces of Thunder. Yeah, Aces of Thunder, dude. Thank you, Artful. Yeah, Aces of Thunder is a new game, as far as I know. So I'm pretty sure it's a brand new game. Have you played Crossfire Sierra Squad? Alex, I haven't, mate. But I have spoke to the developers. So hopefully we'll have some good news on that. Very soon. Very soon. Rezel, I don't think Ultra Rings 2 is going to do what Ace Combat did. It won't. I'll be honest. How can I put this? Ultra Wings, I wasn't too excited when I saw it was coming to PSVR 2. In fact, I saw it. I was like, oh, cool. I moved on. Didn't think about it. But then I started thinking about it a bit more. And it was kind of like the Pilot Wings of VR, you know, something to mess around in. So I will definitely check it out and see what happens. I think the developer's a bit crazy, to be honest, but we'll see how that goes. VKET starts tonight in VR chat. Oh, the virtual market. Is that what you're on about? Adrian Parker. I do try, mate. I do try. Boy Brown. First Contact Entertainment seems to be a bit clueless or pig-headed with regards to game design. See Solaris or Firewall Lobby Simulator. I don't want to say that, but obviously we know about the reactions. I think Hess did in some live chats, didn't he? In regards to Solaris, you know, that didn't go down too well. Tim Hibbs, how you doing, man? Ace of Thunder is a new game, but I think it's based in the War Thunder tech. Dude, if it is, honestly, guys, like on PC, that game is shockingly incredible. It really is. It really is. Like, oh, can't explain how amazing that game is. And do you know one of the best things about PSVR 2 is, and I don't know if live open mic is still here. One of the best things about PSVR 2 is the quality of the graphics that you get, and you don't need to rely on a PC, and you haven't got to like load stuff up, update things. You haven't got to do any of that. I love the simplicity of this. I'm pointing at it. Sorry, it's over here. That you just put the headset on and you're in these fantastic looking games like Red Matter 2. Oh, yeah. So with Solaris, basically, your left arm. So this is what I think happened, and no one's ever confirmed it. Oh no, it says upload VR showcase. That's weird, isn't it? Bling, bling, gone. What I think happened was they were making the game for PSVR, right? As like an early build or something. And then they realized the player base was shrinking because there was no new games coming out. A lot of people, like all the buzz was Quest. Like Quest. PSVR, since there's no games, eventually it died down. And what I think they did was they were like, right, we need to get this on the Quest as soon as possible. And then that's what I think they did. And that's why your arm, the left arm, didn't move. It was just stuck in midair like that. And it was so weird. I went in VR and I was like, what? Whose arm is this? Like, why can't I move it? It just stuck out my face. And they were like, oh, you don't need a left arm. I was like, I'm not sure if that's correct. You know, it's a bit weird. And eventually they changed it. There was something, I don't know if that was the real issue. There was something else, and the live chat were like really not happy with some of the decisions that were happening. So yeah. Shapeshifter Skyrim holds up pretty well, even without any mods on PSVR 1. It's nice and clear. It is, and also I think Skyrim's still brilliant regardless of any system. Actually, I love it on PC as well. Like you can PC mod that game, like in ways I've never even seen. You know, it's just insane the amount of mods that are available that can turn what you think at the moment Skyrim is a good game can make it into a fully fledged VR game. You know, like real moving fingers and everything, like, and graphically update it. So if you love Skyrim and you got a PC, I would heavily suggest you check it out on PC. APUK DCFC, how are you doing, sir? Yo, GT, you guys at EGX in October? Yes, I am. I've just secured family tickets. So yeah, there'll be me, my son, who's about the same size as me actually now, and yeah, my missus and my daughter. So that'd be pretty cool. I'll be there, being geeky, looking for things to play, trying to seek out, smell the VR out. There's not much usually, but you never know. PSVR2 makes the whole setup process a lot easier. Just bought Squadrons on Steam in sale. Great game with HOTAS. Dude, what a beautiful game as well. Really beautiful game. The head bite. Yeah, I would also love Squadrons update. They just need to have headset tracking replaced with some assets. Cool. AP UK. Looking at hotels to go myself. Which is the best day? I'll probably be there. Well, the best day. It depends on what you think. What you call the best day. The best day for you to go and try everything and play games is not on the weekend because it's less busy. But if you want the vibe, you know, then yeah, the weekend's great. I'll probably be there. It depends how big the show is. They've been slowly growing since COVID. And I imagine this will be the biggest one yet, back to like how it used to be. So I'd probably do 2 days there. So I'll probably do a Friday and Saturday. That's probably what I'll do. And on Friday, I'll probably be there on my own. Mixing in with the VR lads. You know, normally we meet up in the day, go for like a beer or I have a whiskey, obviously. Or when I say obviously, you don't know that. But I'll probably have a whiskey and stuff and they'll have a beer. And then, yeah, we'll just cruise around and play some games. So definitely, if like we can put a channel up in the Discord. If anyone is, if any of you guys are in England and you go to EGX and stuff, let me know and we can hook up. That'd be cool. Tim Hibbs, unfortunately, I'm not going. When did it move? The chat moved. No, the chat moved. I was reading that. Where'd it go? Tim Hibbs, unfortunately, I'm not going to. Oh, sorry, not going to EGX. Unfortunately, not going to get Skyrim and PSVR 2 with Xbox having. Oh yeah, I know. Unfortunately, we are not going to get it. Yes, it looks a lot less likely now. But they could have possibly secured multi-platform rights, you know, because Skyrim's on multi-platforms anyway. And this does happen a lot, you know, like people make deals and they swap games around. So you never know. You never know. If it's in Bethesda's interest, in their contract might be a clause to say like, if the interest is that big for Bethesda as a company to keep going and like keep their fans happy, then you never know. You know, I'm not sure. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But the thing about that whole acquisition is if you've got Games Pass on PC, I mean, I did have Games Pass. I haven't got it anymore because I'm always playing in VR really. But I've got an Xbox S. Pretty much for Daytona USA and some old games. And I think the S is like the smaller, cheaper one. I've had it for a while. But I never use it, dude. Never use it. I always forget I've even got it. It's a real shame. Like back in the day, I was fully Xbox. At one point, I was massively Xbox, actually. Yeah, thinking of going Friday to Mr. Crowds. I said, good idea, man. Yeah, I'll see you there, dude. We'll have to hook up and just exchange phone numbers or just message you on Discord. Find a particular point in the show that we think is like a very obvious point to meet at, and we'll meet there. That'd be pretty cool. But no, thank you all for jumping in. Yeah, I was a little bit gutted. I was kind of thinking something new was going to happen. I don't know why. I think that stuff. You know, but yeah, nothing to really get excited about, but things to be kind of happy about. I think is more how that showcase went. It's not about hype and excitement. It's about more content is coming. VR Skater, dude, I really want to try that on PSVR 2. I really do. I think that could be really good. Is it back at NEC? Do you know what? I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm not sure. But guys, have a wonderful weekend. If you haven't already, check out Far Cry in VR if you loved it, because that was such a good game back in the day. And once they had touch support, you know, and sixed off like kind of thing with the touch controllers, that'd be so sick. I think that'd be amazing. It kind of has got sixed off actually. What am I talking about? Because you can move your head in every direction inside the game without the character moving. So it has got sixed off, and the arms move independently as well with the mouse. So all we do need is controller support. Grind Punk. I did not try Grind Punk. No, is it good? RG, how's it going with the peace symbol? Peace. No, is that another good skateboarding game? There is another one that people keep saying to me, and they say it's better. And I'm like, oh, really? Like, I've not heard of it. Not heard of it. But I can look it up now, because I'm assuming that's what that is. See you later, Shapeshifter. Take care, dude. Take care, everyone. If you need me, as always, hit me up on Discord. I'm going to try and get the boys so we can do a Star Trek stream tomorrow. That should be quite fun. And if I don't see you, have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for all your support on everything I do. I really appreciate it.